This is the AutoPilot home screen. I'll start a new project from scratch. I'll name it Analytics Dashboard. AutoPilot creates the folder name automatically. Now I create the project. I describe the app I want to build. A small React, TypeScript, and Vite analytics dashboard with a clear UI and a simple data structure. I add the key parts: sidebar, header, cards, table, and chart, and send the request to Codex. AutoPilot enters planning mode. Claude starts building the implementation plan. The plan is ready. I review the scope, constraints, validation steps, risks, and done criteria before coding starts. Now I send Claude's plan to Codex. Codex reviews the plan independently. It checks the structure, assumptions, validation coverage, and possible gaps. So I get a second AI review before any code is written. Codex approves the plan and explains why it's ready to build. Everything looks good, so I'll start the build. Claude prepares the files, commands, and implementation steps needed for the app. AutoPilot asks for permission to edit files and run commands. I'll allow the agent to continue. Claude starts building the app. Every command, file change, and agent action is recorded in the activity timeline, so the process stays transparent. After the build, Codex reviews the result. AutoPilot opens the app and captures a UI screenshot for visual inspection. The generated app opens in the browser on localhost, ready for the first visual test. This is the first version of the Analytics Dashboard. It has a dark interface, KPI cards, a revenue chart, search, sidebar navigation, and a recent activity table. At this stage, I'm checking the real output on screen, not only the code, to see if it matches the original request. AutoPilot asks me to approve, complete, or reject with feedback. I want one correction before approval. The left menu should work and show its own data. I'll send that feedback now. Codex reads my note and turns it into a clear revision request for Claude. Claude applies the revision. It makes reports, users, and settings functional and connects the sidebar pages to local mock data. The change is handled inside the same agent workflow without creating a new project. The updated app opens again for testing. Now I verify that the sidebar navigation works as expected. The revision is complete, and the project is ready for more work. Next, I open the Agile Board. This is where I can continue development with feature tickets. The board starts empty, with the main workflow columns ready. I create a new feature ticket directly from the board using a short description and the current screen context. The first ticket asks AutoPilot to add a filter to the status column in the recent activity table so users can quickly show only the rows they need. I add it to the plan column. The ticket now appears on the board with its description and screenshot. Next, I add another feature, sorting the recent activity table by the date column so newer or older items can be reviewed more easily. Now, the board has two planned feature tickets. I open Settings and identify one more improvement. The third ticket adds light and dark mode support from Settings, so the user can switch the app appearance directly from the interface. This is a typical follow-up enhancement after the first generated version. The board now contains 3 planned feature tickets. I move one ticket into development to start the next agent workflow. AutoPilot starts the work automatically. Claude implements the ticket, Codex reviews the result, and the timeline shows the full process while it runs. Back on the board, I can track what is planned, what is active, and what is ready for approval. I can switch between the Agile Board, the agent workflow, and the running app at any time. Now I check the app visually to confirm the change behaves correctly on screen. Final workflow. Tickets move from plan to development to done, while AutoPilot manages the full development cycle.